Thank you very much. I was just wondering if I could get Abraham's thoughts and words on the alternative healing therapies, such as crystal therapy, Reiki, Shiatsu, things like that, in regards, just Abraham's point of view about them, and also how they work in regards to traditional Western medicine, pills, things like that.
Well, first let's establish, we talked about it a little bit just before, that there are many paths to what you want. And in this vortex of creation, where all cooperative components have been assembled, some of all of that is there. In other words, there's not one right path. So what you're looking for as a healer, what you're looking for is a way with whoever it is that you're interacting with to help soothe their resistance, because their resistance is the only thing that is standing between them and the well-being that they've been asking for. So alternative medicines are becoming more and more successful because there is more hope about them for people who have already found no hope in traditional medicine. It's like it opens another door for them, you see. We love you very much, but it does really not matter which dog and pony show you're using. You see, because it's all vibrational. And so a really effective healer is someone who just understands that there are a lot of different people in a lot of different places and gets in the vortex and is guided to the process that is most likely to coax them closer in the vicinity of allowing their own healing. Because you see, this that we're about to tell you is absolute. No healing takes place for anyone outside the vortex. Ooh. No healing, first time. No healing takes place outside the vortex. So now the question is, what's it going to take to get you in the vortex? Well, if you've been raised in a very traditional environment where Western medicine is the only thing that you've ever been allowed to even revere with any validity at all, and somebody says, I'll take you to an alternative healing center, they're going to freak out. They're not going to go in the vortex. They're going to think that you're going to bring shrunken heads and voodoo dolls. In other words, their resistance is going to become more, not less, you see. But give them a good pill they can believe in, or give them chop off a good portion of their body, and so it's whatever it takes to get them into the vortex, you see. That's why you didn't say, as you decided to come forth into this physical body, I'm going to go forth and I'm going to take all the ideas that exist and I'm going to whittle them down to just one really good idea. In fact, the opposite was true. You said, I'm going to go forth into a sea of contrast and I'm going to live and learn and expand and reach for more and more and more and more good life is going to come out of all of that, you see. We hear your beeper. So what we think about them in general is that there are so many lovely, well-meaning people who are carving out paths to help more and more people find access to their vortex in order to allow the well-being that their personal inner beings have been holding for them there, you see. You just got to find the language that is right for the person. But you know what? One person cannot find the language that is right for all people. So what you have to do is find the methodology that resonates most with you and give it your undivided attention and trust that law of attraction will bring to you those people who are ready for you, you see. So then bless Western medicine when you see it. Bless whatever healers you see. Bless them all in the endeavors that they offer, because there are a whole lot of people that are resonating with a whole lot of people that would not resonate with you. And isn't resonance with well-being what you want for all of them, no matter what, anyway? Mm-hmm. Yes, indeed.
Exactly. So I'm just kind of helping them into their own vortex?
Yes. You see,
or helping them help themselves.
A wonderful thing about, here's how it works. So let's say you explore with someone their struggle, their sickness. And in the exploration, you put your version, because anytime you interact with anyone, you put your new and improved version of them in your vortex. In other words, that's why we call it co-creation. So you put a well version of them in your vortex, in your vibrational reality. Now, you got to give your undivided attention to this well version of them, or you split you up. So interesting. We watch so many of you. This rascal causes you to put a whole bunch over here, but then the same rascal calls your attention and keeps you from being who they've helped you to become. So interesting. They helped you become this, and now they distract you from becoming it. So once you have put the well version of them into your vortex of creation, into your vibrational reality, now you owe it to yourself and to them to give your undivided attention to their wellness. So now you do that. You train yourself into the vibration of their well-being, which means you're in the vortex holding them as your object of attention. Do you know how powerful that is? Which means if they distract you and call you back out, you'll feel awful. So you have to maintain your knowledge of their wellness. And when you are able to do that, then circumstances and events will occur. In other words, the path will light up for you. You'll know exactly what to say and how to guide them, you see. Don't you just love it when someone who knows your well-being focuses on you? And don't you just hate it when someone who doesn't know your well-being focuses upon you? But we want everybody else to be irrelevant to you. We want you to give your undivided attention to your inner being who gives undivided attention to your well-being, you see. But you're just sort of like a satellite dish that's beaming it in a little closer for others.
Thank you. That
Good.
feels right.
It is right. Good time for segment of wisdom.